So you've decided to learn to play guitar. Before I continue my guitar school series of which schools to check out, I should probably let you know what to look for. So in this video, here are 5 things you should look for when you're checking out a guitar school. Hey heathens, what's up? It's jdBlut. Evil Unicorn is way back over there because he is in hiding. Something is coming to take his soul. And that's really all I want to say about that. You'll be seeing less and less of him, but perhaps more and more of something else. Either way, thank you so much for joining me today. This is just a quick little video to hopefully help guide the newbies, the beginners, the rookies, the people who don't have calluses yet on their fretting hand, into what to look for if you're actually going to check out an online guitar school. Why is this important? Well, in my research for the series Guitar School, I found there's a lot of people who seem to be in it to make a quick buck because they're skipping over some very important things. So what I'd like to do is 5 things plus an honorable mention. The honorable mention simply is, do they have a free trial? If you stuck around for my guitar school series, you know we've done 1 episode, and we're going to actually end up skipping 2 particular schools on that recommended list because they do not have free trials. This is key. I mean, there's so much freely available stuff on YouTube that it is kind of hard to curate for yourself. So if you're going to throw your dollars at somebody, you want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. And if you don't have a free trial, if you don't offer it, what are you afraid of? Is your stuff really that good? I'm not calling anybody out in particular at all. I just wish that everybody would allow, like, pay up front and guaranteed money back is not free because I am still required to pay up front. That's the honorable mention out of the way. Make sure there's a free trial. Number 1 of things you should look for in an online guitar school. Are the people who run the school reputable and or successful? Theoretically both. There are a lot of people who want your dollars, and there are a lot of people who want your dollars for not a lot of effort. I myself am saving up money right now to get a 5-pack of lessons from Richard Shaw from Cradle of Filth. I am reasonably certain that being in Cradle of Filth for over 10 years allows you a level of credibility when it comes to playing guitar. Of course, that's an extreme example, but you get my point. I know who he is, I understand what he has done, and also his social media is very guitar-oriented. So that's basically what I'm saying for you to look out for is, can the person you want to buy lessons from, or the school you want to buy lessons from, back up their shit? If they can't, you should probably stay away, or at least proceed with caution unless you happen to know who they are. Number 2, do they teach the absolute basics? What I recommend in this situation is checking out videos from literally all of YouTube that has anything to do with guitar on 5 things you should check out as a beginner guitarist. In all honesty, I'm going to do one of those myself because there certainly isn't enough content of that. Anyway, you really should be checking out, if you're going to pay money, you want a curated experience and you want to start from ground zero. I will point out, however, that the one thing nobody talks about, and for whatever reason is a pet peeve of mine because I actually regret not being taught this, is how to hold a pick. So my personal recommendation for you regarding guitar schools is if they teach you how to hold a pick, I would pick that one. That is a stupid hill to die on, but it's one that I'm willing to die on. On top of that, you want to know that they've already got things like guitar maintenance, basic stuff. I don't want you to become a luthier or an expert guitar tech, but I do want you to know when to change your strings because that took me a hell of a long time. My guitar teacher never taught me that. I want you to know things like that, as well as the basics of no matter what, it's up to you, which leads in to point number the 3rd. Stay away from people who guarantee you success. This is a small spoiler alert, but you probably already know this. The only person who's going to guarantee your success is you, no matter what they guarantee you. The idea that you'll get better through just their methods is true to a point, because if you apply their knowledge because they are technically smarter than you at guitar, yes, you will learn something. But if you don't continually apply that and continually practice, you will not get better. So what I like is a healthy message of our program works, but you have to do the work. Just practice. Number the 4th, or the 2nd. I don't know which way we're going. As it relates to practice, make sure they're actually teaching you how to practice. I had a great guitar teacher in terms of songs. It wasn't until later on in life that I discovered I was practicing, I don't want to say incorrectly, but I definitely wasn't practicing optimally with my time. I ended up meeting a friend who worked at a guitar store, and he actually had a lesson plan for himself every day. I'm not saying go that nuts, but I am saying if they're not teaching you how to practice, like spend 5 minutes on warm-ups, spend 10 minutes doing your pentatonic dibbly-doos, spend a little bit of time learning the fretboard. If they don't have it laid out like that and things of how you should practice and then go into the advanced stuff, you're not going to learn how to practice well, and you're going to end up like me, a guy who is still stuck on the pentatonic dibbly-doos. Nothing wrong with playing pentatonics, of course, but, you know, there's more to life. And I'm going to addendum that here. I'm going to actually add a little addendum, so 0.4.5. Make sure they have a well-rounded focus. There are a lot of people who will place a lot of emphasis on one particular aspect of guitar playing, and what I say to that is those are for advanced folks or for intermediate folks. Do not think that somebody who has a sweep shred course out there is interested whether or not you know the pentatonics. They're assuming you know the minor 7 diminished 5th scale. I don't even know if that's a thing. So make sure you're finding something at your skill level and make sure they're covering all of it. And number the 5th or number the 1st, however we're doing this, make sure they actually teach you how to make music and how to be musical. This is a recent discovery that I have actually had with myself, and I'm a little disappointed in myself. Somebody was asking on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/jdBlut, thanks, why I don't play on screen. Why are all of my stuff edited? All my guitar playing is edited for YouTube consumption. And yeah, I'm a little afraid of my guitar playing, but that's not the point. We're not here to discuss my flaws. What I realized is that over the course of my life, I shied away from playing songs. And I actually had guitar teachers discourage me from playing songs. Whether it's a person or an online course or however it is you choose to get your guitarical knowledge, do not let them discourage you from making music, and actually actively look for people who are encouraging you to make music. Some of the most fun I have had is actually sitting around with a tab book and the CD, because I'm fucking old, and sitting there learning, okay, how do the tabs work? What is this? How does that work? And just sitting. And when you can actually play a song as a beginner, the confidence level instantly goes up. And it doesn't matter if you play it like shit. It really doesn't. The fact is, playing music is the only way to get musical. There are no shortcuts in that regard. Make sure you're encouraged to play and be musical. Yeah, so there we have it. Did I miss any by chance? Let me know in the comments below, and let everybody know what your tips are for beginner or intermediate guitarists. But beginner guitarists, I'm here for you. I'm a guy who just restarted last year, so while I have a working knowledge, I never practiced well the first time around, so I want to share what I'm learning and what I've learned what not to do with you into translating it into what to do with you, for you. Do you see what I'm saying? Good. That's all I have for today. I'm trying to shorten these videos. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, and subscribes. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. I will be back on a Sunday, most likely, with a Sunday with Ola Riff Challenge, and I will be back next Thursday with something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to just shoot these and get them out there. I think we have gear reviews coming up. Make sure you follow me on all the socials. As we always say to end off every single video, be safe, be consensual, and if you can't be good, well then sweet Satan on a pogo stick, be good at it. Bye.